Right, so this is the Planometric Kitchen. We are going to draw this kitchen here in planometric, which is to say that the axes will be, for this planometric, on the 45-degree angle, left and right, and we'll have and going straight up there. So what's peculiar or particular about planometric is this one here, that angle there, is 90 degrees, which makes for a fairly convenient way of pictorial system of pictorial drawing. So what's the first thing we do when we do instrumental drawing? It is align your page to the T-square. The second thing we do when we do instrumental drawing is write your name in capital graphics letters in the title block. And the third thing we do when we do instrumental drawing is read the instructions. And here the instructions are telling us that we are doing this at an approximate scale of 1 to 50, and the height scale is measured at it may have slightly different heights to the actual scale. So what it asks us to do is take the dimensions directly from this plan. So we'll take it directly from this plan on this side. The starting point is of course given to us. And here, yes indeed, it's a square. So those measurements here provide us with where the walls will be. The height of the wall, although it is actually in actual real life 2,400 millimeters, we are going to measure at 48 millimeters. 48. Now the front wall we're going to delete. So we don't want to see the front walls, we want to see the interior. And so it is the interior which we will see if we delete the front walls. Just like we have here. Now there is a thickness to the wall, which is a good thing to put in, and but the thickness is not given here, so we shall add it to this part. And let's see, if this is 4 by 4, that's 1. At 1 to 150, a 100 millimeter wall will be 2 millimeters thick. The thickness of the wall. Let's just do the interior of the floor. just as a very light guideline. You'll recall that guidelines are light as can be, so light you can barely Okay, so what we're going to do now is to copy this floor plan onto the floor plan here that's on an angle. So I'll just take this measurement here. I am of course using a divider to help take off the measurements, but you could equally use a ruler. $12mm. Is it 12? It is 14. There we go, that's step 1. Now, step 2, let's just do, I won't do the sink just yet. Step 2 requires us to pull up these lines up on the third axis, on the height axis, and so it in projecting it up, we're going to get that third dimension. So the bench, it says, is 18mm high. And oh. The stove is also 18 millimeters high, but the fridge is 28 millimeters high. Alright, so though it's not on the plan, the number 3 says that there is a window. So we'll put in a window here, and it goes directly where the bench is. So let's put in the sink and the window. We have a clearance of 100 from the bench, and $400. $8 millimeters or 400 millimeters in real life from the roof. Okay, we are almost completed step 3. There are circles on the stove, which I had a thought to do here. These circles will in fact be very small, so we would typically use a template. I, however, in the absence of a template, am going to use this little guy here. Right, now that we've done all the guidelines, we are going to do the presentation lines. Just estimating this line on the fridge. Here we go, here are the presentation lines. When there are a lot of presentation lines, it's good to not have to go back and forward, and thus spreading graphite all over the page. Rather just go back and forward once, so your set square's not despoiling the white cleanness of your page. The other tip here is that you can have different thicknesses of presentation line for different purposes. For instance, I'm using a thicker presentation line for all those edges that have a hidden face. and a slightly thinner line for all those edges with two visible adjacent faces.
Quite a bit of noise from up here, aren't you?
At the moment I do.
Yeah, it's really travelling through. It's not quite so noticeable up the other at the music side coming through. There's a few bats and that in there, but that's quite noticeable.
It hasn't been this loud all day though.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll leave it there. That is our Planometric Kitchen. I hope you enjoyed that exercise. And remember, speed and accuracy is the way to go.